Before I begin the video, I just want to flag, as always, that I am not a qualified financial advisor and nothing I say should be considered as financial advice. Hello, I'm the Jody Saver and I've just been paid, so this is my budget with me video for May 2024. So the amount that I'm budgeting this month is £2,600. So the first thing that comes out of the budget is the essential bills. So my share of that is £715. Now that's slightly higher than it was last month because we've had to get a new boiler, and my repayment for that new boiler is £40 a month, but that's my share of it anyways. The next thing that I put money aside for is other bills. So this is things like my phone bill, my gym membership, music subscriptions, things like that, and that comes to £61. And then I have my travel. So I had a few comments on the last video because I had my travel further on in the bill section, but people commented thinking that travel and food should really be an essential bill. I still like to document it separately just because there is some flexibility there with, well, food in particular, about how much I spend. But yeah, the travel is £40 and then the groceries is £200. The groceries was £500 last month and it's less this month. And the reason for that is, excitingly, I won a Instagram competition just today, actually, with Sprive, the mortgage overpayment app. So I had to submit a video of how I use the Shop with Sprive feature, and my video featured me Irish dancing on the high street. So if you want to check that out, then do head over to my Instagram, the Jody Saver, and you will see the result of that video. And yeah, I won the competition, so I got £500 worth of shopping vouchers, and a lot of those vouchers were for supermarkets, so I will be trying to use those vouchers for the weekly shop, but I put £200 there as just some float, just in case I do need to dip into it. So after taking out all those costs, I get to £1,584. So how am I spending that? So I've got my mortgage overpayment. So as I said on the last video, we plan to have our mortgage payment to be £1,000. Our regular payment is £509, so that means £491 is an overpayment, and my share of that overpayment is £300. My stock and shares ISA, my challenge to myself is just to contribute every month, so I'm contributing by £25. Premium bonds contributing by £25, and my emergency fund is going up by £100. You might ask why I'm not putting more into my emergency fund, and the reason for that is I'm trying to use spending pots so that I only use emergency fund in case of emergency. So that means that the balance remaining is £1,134. So with that money, I'm putting £100 towards meals out, so going to restaurants and takeaways. Holidays, so this is getting a massive contribution this month, so it's getting £731, and the reason for that is that we've just booked our summer holiday, so I'd like to pay that off straight away and keep some contingency money in there. So our summer holiday is costing £500 each for a week away, but I'm holding back £200 for extras that come with the holiday. I'm then putting some money against long-term saving goals, like going to Japan. I put £5, Orlando £5. I think the thing with these two is that they will be ramping up after maybe the summer, but at the moment I'm just contributing a small amount each month just so that I'm getting into that savings habit. And then experiences, I've got £23 and miscellaneous £5. So that's £265 remaining. Now, miscellaneous are things that just don't fall into one of the other categories. I did have to spend a lot of my pot on that last month because I went to I had a family wedding and I needed a new suit, so I spent my miscellaneous pot. So it was useful to have for sort of irregular spends. So with the final £265, what am I doing? I am having a float again. So you would think, well, have you not got the float left from last month? But unfortunately, I don't. The reason was because last month I had a few events, unexpected things crop up. So I need to be in better habit of not spending my float. So I'm going to try and just have that survive until the end of the month. The reason I have a float is because if I put everything in saving spots, the way I work it is I spend from what's in my bank account and then I move the money across from the pots. So I like to have some money there. Birthdays, I'm putting £20, so that's for family and friends' birthdays. Christmas, £40, so I'm trying to build up Christmas money each month. And then finally, the remainder is going to a charity pot. So what do my spending pots look like? So as you see there, holidays, I had already had £140, so that's at 872 now. Christmas is up to 160, and then the charity pot is slowly building as well. So yeah, that was just a whistle-stop tour of how I'm budgeting in May. I find it really useful since the last video doing this because it really compartmentalizes what I'm spending money on and what my priorities are. So, just doing this, I've recognized the fact that a lot of this month's money is going towards my holiday, but next month and other months, I should be able to scale back the holiday spend and put that money elsewhere. If you're on a budgeting journey, do let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next video.